second half, kicking off with something that I think the news broke literally just after we recorded last week's episode, and it read initially like an April Fool. But the more and more I think about it, and now that we've seen the actual test, I think is actually looking to be more and more of a realistic possibility going forward. It was announced last week that the Mazda MX5 Cup Series, the IMSA sanctioned event, will be testing at Martinsville with a to explore the potential of oval racing, short track oval racing in the future of the series. The test, at the time of recording, so we record on a Monday evening. The first day of the 2-day test has just finished, with some series regulars such as Connor Zilic, Gresham Wagner, Chad McCumbee. A number of them have been out on the track at Martinsville today, with more drivers set to join them tomorrow, including Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Bobby Labonte. Apparently, within the first hour, according to interviews that have been conducted and things that Matt Weaver from Sportsnaut has said, the drivers are very, very positive about what they've done so far. They spent the early few hours of the test trying to dial in and get the cars used to running on ovals. It's very much a spec series, so there's not much they could do, but they've just been kind of trying to work out a baseline oval setup. Making the cars turn left easier, the usual kind of thing. But apparently, according to Chad McCumbee, within an hour or so, they fully believe that this could work, and that this could. Chad McCumbee actually believes that rather than being a gimmick one-off race at Martinsville, he doesn't see any reason why this might not be the future of MX5 racing, and that there might be some more short track racing for the series in the future. You and I have seen some clips from the track today of some side-by-side action. We've heard what the likes of McCumbee and Zilic have said. Firstly, what did you think when you heard that they were going to be testing there? And now what are you thinking now that it seems as though it's going quite
I'm not
well?
sure whether this is one of those times where we should be impressed by the brilliance of the internet or horrified by it. Um, I it looked really good from the limited testing that I saw. The cars looked good. The drivers gave really positive feedback. I mean, I'll go a step farther than, than what the driver said. Maybe this will be the new NASCAR short track package. Just,
Oh, God. Well, it can't be any worse.
um,
Let's be honest.
I mean, I rank MX5 drivers very highly. I think I put them in my top five. Behind obviously like WRC drivers and Dakar drivers and people of that like. But like these guys are fearless. They will send MX5s anywhere in any gap on any surface. Um, Hearing the positivity that they're having about it and just their first tests, like I'm excited to see you know what it actually delivers once they actually do a race.
Yeah, and I think it's when, if not if now, based on how positive the feedback has been on the first day. I'm really looking forward to hear what people like Dale Jr. and Labonte think tomorrow. Obviously, I don't believe they've raced MX5s, but obviously they know oval racing, so they'll have a bit more idea of whether it was going to work. But there were. It was kind of said in the lead up to the test, maybe they would experiment with a softer tire compound to try and make some passing if it was a little bit difficult, because obviously MX5's very different to stock cars in the way that they generate their speed. Um, whilst they're quite different and I'm not able to make some setup changes, having driven the MX5 at Martinsville, it does. I was thinking it wouldn't be much of a slowdown through the corners. I didn't think it would get up to enough of a speed to actually where you would have to need to slow down significantly for the corners. You still do. So the potential for racing there could be really good. The track's really wide for them. The banking's going to offer them some good grip on the outside. The clips we've seen, they look quite racy on both grooves. I think if they find the right set of short tracks, and Martinsville appears to be one of them, I don't see any reason why this couldn't be a thing. And I can't remember whether this was said in McCumbee's interview or not, but for Mazda, if this is the future of where they need to put their product to attract more people, why not?